Welcome back. Now it's time to keep you up to speed with the happenings on our national dailies. And of course, we're going to start with the Daily Trust. Boldly written is new budget as 2025's lags. This started right in the front page and will continue on page 3. Tax law alterations. Presidency silent. Reps raise probe panel. This right in page 6. FG reopens, the federal government reopens Unity schools after 28-day closure. This is right in page 22. Boko Haram abducts born local government vice chairman, councillors. This is right in page 22. And below the front page of the Daily Trust is reps raise presidential campaign expenses to 10 billion naira, governorship to 3 billion naira. OKE transmission of election results. This is right in pages 4 and 5 of Daily Trust. And this is what we have for you on the Daily Trust front pages.
All right, next up we have the Guardian newspaper right in front. When pains of reform old scars hound new tax era promises. That's a big story, pages 4 and 5 of the Guardian. At the top left, we have Ahmed defends finances, welcomes probe of children's education funding. That's on page 3 of the Guardian newspaper. Senate confirms 64 ambassadorial nominees. That's on page 3 as well of the Guardian newspaper. We have PDP caretaker committee dissolve 14 state excos, fixes January for congresses. That's on page 3 as well. Fresh nationwide defections tilts 2027 balance as APC tightens grip. That's on page 6 of the Guardian newspaper. Ex-Labour Minister Ngige gets bail in alleged 2.2 billion naira fraud charges. That's on page 7 of The Guardian. Federal government rescinds decision, reopens 47 federal unity colleges. That's on page 7. 6 ex-PDP governors attend as Tinubu hosts APC caucus in Aso Villa. That's on page 7. Broken lightly, attack death toll rises to 14. That's on page 30 as well. Yusuf commends Tinubu, Bichi over 47 billion naira Wuju Road in Kano. That's on page 29. Make sure you grab yourself a copy and stay informed.
Joining us to review these headlines is Ben Sherman via Zoom. Good morning, Ben Sherman.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning. Thank you for joining us. All right, let's start with Daily Trust. Right in front, we have new budget as 2025's lags. That is what we have. What is your take on it? We know that the president is supposed to push forth the 2026 budget. So what is your take on it when the 2025 is still not fulfilled?
I just believe, yes, another time has come. Yearly ritual, as it were. Of course, budgets will have to be presented. But today we have what they call overlapping of budgets. 2024 is going on. 25 is going on. Now we have 26 coming on board. So, like when you borrow money at 2024 and you want to pay back 24, you've not got the money. Now you have some money 2025, you begin to pay that one while servicing this one. That's a double budget. We are hoping that this will come to an end. But again, what should just not be about figures. We should not be talking about having figures without proper implementation. There has to be fiscal discipline. If you budget for defense, for security, for education, what is the amount budgeted for? What are the implementation level? Because all of this, it has become a law. It is an act of parliament. If it is not implemented, it's a kind of impeachable offense. I think that when the president is printing his budget, the National Assembly should follow very well in terms of oversight function. So as he's presenting another budget, well, we hope that Nigerians will have it better, especially in security. We're also moving towards elections. So Nigerians are hopeful all the same.
All right, Mariam, I believe we have one on the reopening of unity schools.
Yeah. Ben Sharman, the next headline is of FG reopens unity schools after 28-day closure. What can you say about this headline?
The government has no option but to open these schools. But my worry is the fact that when Boko Haram or Lakurawas or Mahmoud or ISWAP, they all are striking, they don't like school, and we begin to play into their cards. We go and close schools. I mean, it's a plus to them as far as they are concerned. But we should show that we are the dominant factor, we are the dominating part. We should take the word to them, not that they intimidate parents, intimidate students, capture them, kill some teachers, and we begin to live under fear. I think that it is time that government always stand firm. Look at the University of Maiduguri has never closed since Boko Haram started. And Borno State, Maiduguri was the epic center. So why that they've not closed even for 1 month or 1 week after the usual holidays? But when it started, we are now closing schools in central Nigeria. We are closing everywhere. That's exactly what Boko Haram is looking for. They're talking about education, Western education is sacrilege, is prohibited by them. So I think that government will just open this school and stand firm.
All right, Mr. Ben Shamang, let's look at this one. Tax laws alterations, presidency silent, reps raise probe panel. Now, we've seen that the House of Representatives raised an issue of discrepancy when it came to the tax laws that have been put forth to them and in comparison with what have been pushed forward to the president that they've signed. So far, the presidency has not given any updates, any feedback on this particular call on discrepancies. So what are your thoughts on this?
You see, I think we should give some kudos to the eagle eyes of Honorable Abdulsamid Dasuki from Sokoto. He was the one who started comparing the budget as passed, I mean, the tax law has passed to federal government for action. But when it came to gazetting this tax law for the public to see how copies read and understand, suddenly he realized that there were things they had in the board, I mean, in the bill that was signed into law. It's not different content-wise as to what is in the gazette. And that's why they're talking about, look, let's look at this again. Is it that some people are playing pranks? Some people went and changed things behind the scene, outside the law, and that is why the House of Reps saying they have to probe this. And some people are already saying that this has to be, the implementation has to be stopped because they're targeting January 1 next year to start the implementation of the new tax law. So PDP, Council for Islamic Affairs, some economists are saying, look, why don't you suspend this for 6 months? Why the rush? So that more awareness is done and reasons behind these changes must be known. Because if lawmakers, that 360 in the House of Reps, 109 in the Senate, they all join hands and made law for Nigeria. For some people to turn behind the scene, as alleged, to change, remove some, inject some things against what was agreed upon. I think it is, to my opinion, is criminal in nature.
All right, in 1 minute, below the front page is reps raise presidential campaign expenses to 10 billion naira, governorship to 3 billion naira. What do you have to say about these headlines?
I think this aspect is just a kind of unleashing the lawmakers to kidnappers. You have this money to do campaigns, then it will have quite a lot to throw around.
Right.
Apart from that, who is going to monitor the fact that the monies, I mean, campaign limitations are being kept? And even what all limitations, I mean, is that really a limit when you talk about a president to spend, I mean, billions, a governor to spend billions just for campaigns? It says a lot about how expensive presidential system of government is. It says a lot about who is going to monitor, because where are the laws,
right.
and who indeed has been ever arrested in Nigeria for over spending when it comes to campaign into
All right.
office. And that's why they also borrow to campaign. When they win, they have to get money from the public, pay
All right,
debts
Mr.
and
Ben
all that
Shamang.
stuff.
All right.
It's almost bye-bye to democracy. It's expensive.
All
The
right.
poor are being excluded or secluded from this democratic journey.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Ben Shamang, for reviewing the front page of our national dailies this morning.
Thank you for having me.
All right, with that, we've come to the end of Daybreak on Trust TV this morning. Make sure you tune in tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. so you don't miss out on Daybreak Extra. I am Hawa Adamikiawa. Thank you for watching, but stay tuned for trending videos on Daybreak.
That's right, Hawa. I am Maria Medrez. Have a very beautiful day ahead.